There's Zach and Adam. And Preston. We love you, boys. A lot of times people think things should be a certain way, and the reality is they aren't.
People with autism, they can't control all of their emotions all the time. So we're juggling rubber and glass balls. Like, let's drop the rubber ones, let's not drop the glass ones.
Family is family, and family is important in it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what family is doing, or if somebody in the family kind of goes wayward. It doesn't matter. They're still family.
I've learned to love them differently than I love Charlie. I've learned to love Adam differently because he doesn't tell me that he loves me, but I know that he loves me because he smiles or he hugs me or he touches me. Zach tells me that he loves me. All three of them show it to me differently than I would have ever imagined. And Dave and I show our love differently. So there's like 4 different forms of love. And that's great for me. I'll take that. That's wonderful for me.
Everybody wants their kids to be normal. You know, not happening here.
But like back when I was 5 and 6 and 7, I was like, what's going on here? People back then, like, what? Like, your brother's retarded? What? Like things like that.
The first was, why Adam? What happened? What caused this? That was, I think, the family's first reaction was, my gosh, how did this happen to our family?
Hey, Adam.
Adam was the most difficult. He was hard for her.
What are you guys cooking up?
But I saw a video of him yesterday on his 2nd birthday, and I'd kind of forgotten. And he played like other kids, but not with other kids. He just kind of walked around and laughed and did things, but he never played with kids. I remember a birthday party we went to, and he was laying down on the floor. Everybody else was screaming and carrying on around him, and he just slept. It was kind of like he was living in a different world, and I think he was.
Wake up, Charlie, and have Christmas. Adam, let's turn that off. It's over. Adam, you want to go outside and play? Mm-hmm.
So I remember trying to ask people about Adam, and they would be like, no, he's fine, he's just late learner, he's just slow, he's this or that. He understands everything that we ask him.
Zach, he just, like I say, he loves people, and if he can be around people and talk to people, you know, it doesn't always make sense, but he, you know, if you know him well enough, you know what he's saying.
It's funny we borrow the still we walk into your calls.
He's the most unique human in where he remembers everybody's name. He remembers handshakes. He remembers all of my friends, their girlfriends. He remembers everything. And all he wants to do is just go through his routine and just be happy, and every once in a while, like, have a cigar and have a beer in the hot tub. That's all he wants to do.
We saw the girls at 7-Eleven, me and my mom. We saw Abby, Michelle, Jessica, Kath, and Kelly. We saw them all. Me and Charlie smoked the cigars. Indeed, exactly. I drink a beer for the hot tub, take my medicine at 5 o'clock. Story of my life.
You know, with autistic kids, they need the same things happen day after day. They like routine.
The unknown is really agonizing for them. You know, knowing that we're going to go for a ride, knowing that we're going to go to Taco Tree, knowing that we can go in the pool in the hot tub. It just puts their mind at ease so they can live more in the moment rather than worry about what's going to happen next. It wasn't about how can we change our child. It was about this is who Adam is, and let's make the most of how Adam is rather than try and shape him to what we think he can be.
You kind of feel a little lonely in the autism world, I guess. You don't have a pity party about it, but it's like, how am I going to do this without being depressed or sad that I've had to stay home?
I know that her life hasn't been easy. I've wished many, many times for her life be different, but it's not. It's the way it is. And It's been, I think sometimes hard for her to accept that. I think she kind of keeps things inside of her and tries to act as if everything's fine, everything's normal, everything's okay. I'm gonna have all these people over and I'm gonna entertain and I'm gonna cook for them. And I know she's gotta be tired and stressed, but she did that stuff anyway. And I think that helped her.
The reminders of how easy it could be, and don't make it so hard all the time. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think throughout life, I think we've all had to step in different cases, whether it's Adam having a seizure in the hot tub, Zach had a seizure up there in the living room, Zach had a seizure in the pool at Papa's house. I had to push him out of the pool so he could have it on the side. Thank goodness. And then tantrums and things, we've all dealt with it and trying to calm him down any way that we can. It's frustrating, but yeah, we've all had to work together.
He went through a stage where he pinched, or he hits, or he kicks. You try to cover for him in a sense, I guess. Cover for the behavior, but you don't know why. Trying to make it better, but you can't. So it's awkward. It's just awkward. One day, why would he put his hand through a windshield? I don't know.
I was worried sometimes that he might hurt her, but he never did. He just always was. Something about her and their relationship was really, really special.
I'm blessed to have him, but he was a lot of work. So, I don't know anything. I don't know.
My wife and I have broken down and cried over times, and he's reached out. We've been in the car and we've had some physical altercation where something was really bugging him, and he popped me pretty good, and I can't fake it, and I'm crying, and he'll reach over and wipe the tear off of me, hey, I know he's saying he's sorry, and I know he's saying, I sorry about that, Dad. I couldn't do it, but I lost control for a second, and I love you. Part of our faith is that, we act a certain way and we sacrifice a certain way, that when our lives here on earth are over, we hope that all the good deeds that we've done will carry us into the afterworld. He gave us his son, Jesus, and he lived a life of sacrifice and gave the ultimate sacrifice in his life to forgive our sins. So, the fact that I've got to give up sleep, take Adam for a ride, maybe endure some physical abuse.
I'm not a religious person, but I've been pretty good, and it's kind of brought us, David and Zach and I, the three of us, go to church.
I never went to church. I stayed home with Adam. So I don't know all that stuff like David knows about church. I kind of did the serenity prayer. You can't change what, that's about what I do.
I don't know. There's something about their relationship, hers and David's, that made everything work out okay.
When I hear the stories about autism when we first got it, of how, 80% of the people file for bankruptcy and 80% of the people have divorces because of the magnitude of the situation, I'm like, that's not the side of the statistic that I wanted myself or my family to be.
I can't imagine Dave and I trying to do this divorce. It'd just be like a nightmare. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do the kids by myself. I don't know that I would be able to function. It would take me a really long time. I don't want to know what that's like.
I had a big health scare last June. It'll be almost a year. Wasn't feeling good for a couple days, had some shortness of breath. All of a sudden, I was sweating, and I had been sweating the whole time, and, I just had this really weird feeling, and I go over to look at Dana over on the side, and I was out.
I had nightmares when David had his heart attack, because it happened so fast, and I didn't know that it was going to happen. And for me to lose him, I would not be here right now. I don't know what I would do if I lost him. And I've never thought that at 52. So I had nightmares like we were never married, he never loved me, he had a new girlfriend. It's just I just wake up what? I just look over at him and he's laying there and I get mad at him. He's like, what's wrong with you?
After seeing people and hearing stories about people losing loved ones that say, you know, I really never got a chance to tell them that I loved them. I really never got a chance to express how much that person meant to me. I just didn't want that to be part of my life story.
Love you, big guy. We're gonna have a good day, Adam? Absolutely.
The fact that Adam can't talk after all of our development, anything that I think, I feel that I'm empowered to say it.
How about on the head? You can kiss on the head? You can kiss. Thanks.
David's been bruised a few times, and he still just loves his son so much. I'm not a demonstrative person, and when David started saying, Dad, I love you, I felt embarrassed because I never said that to my kids. I wish I had of when they were little that I loved them. I never did that, never, because my parents never said they loved me. And it's when David started using the word love that I started using it. And why he started, that's something you'll have to ask him. I don't know, but I like it.
Yeah, I just remember growing up, seeing different things maybe on TV or talking to different people and hearing people say that they really regretted the fact that they never really said that they loved maybe their mother, their father, their friend, and something tragic happened and they lost them. And I didn't want that to ever happen to me or my family. So, you know, I made a habit out of telling my family members every day in the morning and every day at night, or my wife when I would leave to go to work, that I loved them.
I think David's teaching all of us, his family, this patience and love. It's spread to his brothers and sister.
You know, your family is your family. You know, you don't get to pick your parents, your name, or your family. Good, bad, ugly. Like, we're a family and we're gonna love each other.
I'm so proud of her to see this young daughter of mine grow into this beautiful, beautiful woman.
When I can get a picture of all 5 of us, I'm so excited. That's like my favorite thing. I would love to try to take a picture of all 5 of us tomorrow. Yeah.
Go get him!